Well, we got lights, camera, and action. We are here again talking about, of course, photography and the three main components, as you can tell from the title, three main components in photography that I feel personally should be focused on before you even take a picture. These three subjects being lighting, subject, and composition. These three right here are pretty much, if you have all these dialed in, then you should know how to take a good picture. But then again, it does come with experience, come in taking pictures. You could have all those correct, but you don't have the right angle, the right depth of field, all that jazz, but we're not gonna get into that. So lighting, the reason I feel like it is a really main ingredient in the pot of making a photo is because without light, there's really no picture, nothing going on. I mean, look how boring that is. Look how boring this is. Look how boring this is. So for instance, if you have just a regular lamp, like I do over there, I mean, obviously I'm using a nice big light right here with a diffuser, but you can just go to the dollar store and get a normal lamp, or you can get one of these lamps, a Lume Cube. I don't know if you could see it right there. Yeah, if you get one of these bad boys, I mean, look how bright this is. Like, I'm holding it pretty far away from my face and it's blinding almost. Have you heard of a pinhole camera? Now, we're gonna do a little history lesson here. A pinhole camera is a small little box with obviously a tiny little hole. And we're talking about maybe an f-stop 22. The pinhole camera was actually first invented by, I'm not gonna butcher this guy's name because I do not for the life of me know how to say it. So here's a picture and his name right here. As you can see, this guy right here, back in 1012, well, it's said to be invented between 1012 and 1021 was when it was roughly said that the first pinhole camera was invented. And we're talking BC. This is way back in the day, like back in the day. You can look more into it online. There's also a book that the guy I showed that invented the pinhole camera that he actually wrote. It's called Optics. That goes more in depth of what the pinhole camera is and how it works, and pretty much a guide on how to do it and how he thought of it. Now for the subject. That made me laugh, I'm sorry. Now for the subject at hand. You guys got that. I know a couple of you guys got that. The subject at hand is obviously the subject in the frame. How is that going to benefit your picture? How is that going to be eye-grabbing? And that is a big thing people have a problem with, because when you're looking for a subject for a photo, you kind of want it to revolve around one whole thing. You want the subject to kind of flow with the message that you're trying to send in the picture. For instance, I'll show you a picture right here. As you can see, while I was taking this picture, I was really thinking about the composition. Yeah, there's a lot of negative space in it. You can tell from the top of the picture. But if you look, obviously at the bottom, everything is pretty much lined up correctly. The horizon is nice and horizontal. The old man in the chair is perfectly centered. I mean, give or take a couple little, he could have nudged a little bit to the right. But I feel like that is a pretty well, that picture that you just saw is a pretty well organized photo. And now for the next tier of things we are talking about. So we got done with lighting, we got done with the subject, and now we're talking about composition. So back to the photo that I was showing you, composition does really fall in hand. The rules of thirds, you'll see a lot of times where there's two lines right here, and obviously I don't know why I did that. I'm doing the maraca No, I'm just kidding. Composition is very important because if you don't have your picture correctly lined up, or if something's just a little off by a smidge here and there, it could just ruin your whole photo. If you have your subject at the bottom corner right here and there's nothing going on over here involving the subject at all, I mean, it's kind of gonna be a gross looking picture. I mean, am I right? I mean, let me know down below. Am I right or am I wrong? You know, give me a thumbs up if you think I'm right. Or you can even subscribe. I mean, that would really show me that, you know, you get what I'm saying. So we'll go to the next picture and talk about composition a little bit more. This one is with my friend. He's taking a picture. I know personally, I feel like I kind of stole his shot because I was like, oh, let me see what he's taking a picture of. Let me just get right behind him. But I feel like this was a pretty decent photo. Out of all the times I've done it, I'm guilty of doing it. I'm pretty sure all of you are. But as you can see, the subject is right in the middle. You have the trees that are perfectly symmetrical, just going down the road, and the road just following up to the hill. But then what I feel like really grabs you in this picture is the fact that there's motion. And you can tell that from the bus, that's the LA bus. You see that at the frame rate that I was shooting, the bus was moving too slow, my bad. The bus was moving too fast for the frame to capture it. So that's why you see a little bit of drag. And that is pretty much what composition is. I mean, I know this kind of does make sense. The photo does kind of make sense of what we're doing because we're in LA, we're taking pictures, and we're on the go. So to me, we're on the go, we're taking pictures. In this photo, it shows my friend taking a picture, we're in LA, and there's motion. That motion in the bus, to me, that says a million things. Like, oh, this guy's boom, 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 boom. He's over here, he's over there. He's running all over the place. He's a run and gun photographer, as a lot of you guys say. Ha. So if you feel like these three components of photography helped you out, and or if you feel like you need a little bit more, stop.
If you feel that these three, Get it out.
If you feel like these three components of photography if you feel like these three components of photography right here have helped you, and the message I'm giving you, please, I would appreciate the feedback, and I would appreciate if you left a like, a comment, and if you're really feeling kind in any sort of way, you could subscribe to my channel by pushing down the link down there. And if you want to see any more photos of my work, and if you want to see any more of my work, you can check out my Instagram. The link will be down in the description. And you know, slap me a like here and there, you know, just boom, boom, like that. I mean, if you don't like it, that's cool too. I mean, you could tell me, it's okay. But yeah, thanks guys. I appreciate, you guys coming along again, like I said, and stay tuned for the next one.